Yeah, can you hear
Okay.
me?
When we reached out, she told us that the operator had purchased the business without a lease. Correct? KD.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I thought you were doing something else. So she told us that she wanted to get the operator out of there, right? But they haven't been answering our phone calls the last few times that we
Right, but
called.
when we did speak to her
Mm-hmm.
about 3 months ago,
Yep.
she said the operator spent $75,000 on the business and she never
Yes.
gave them a lease. Real smart. I wouldn't
Yes.
want
Right.
anyone like that in my space either. I wouldn't want anyone who's not business savvy in my space.
Right. Right.
So you rolled
Right.
by there the other day, and all of a sudden, oh,
This-
look here, it's been cleaned out. The equipment is all still in there.
No, it looks like the equipment is removed. The first two pictures are the ones that I just recently took. The first two pictures.
I can't tell by those photos what's going on. So
Yeah.
okay, for sale or lease with tape in the glass. So we're assuming nothing. We don't know if the operator took the equipment. I mean, hell, they spent 75 grand. So maybe they took the equipment thinking, well, I own this equipment, which they did. They do, right? The equipment is junk.
Yeah.
Imagine having everyone in
It
your
was
family
trash.
and everyone that you know spending days taking this stuff and putting it where? Like, what good is it going to do you? It makes zero sense whatsoever. None.
Correct. Correct.
Or
Correct.
the landlord had the equipment removed because she wants to lease it to anyone but a laundromat. But that doesn't make sense either because they left the infrastructure behind. That's what it looks like.
Right.
All right. Let's call our friend Coda and see which it is, if any of those things. Perhaps
Sounds good.
it was a magician who whisked the equipment away. All right.
Right.
Here we go. Stand by.
All right.
Oddly, she didn't call me and say, let's lease it to you. So we'll see. Here we go.
Yeah.
Now's where you subscribe.
Hello?
Coda,
Yes,
it's Danny D'Angelo, the Laundromat guy. How are you?
I'm fine. How are you?
Excellent. Thank you for asking. Means a lot. So we went by Mansfield and we see a bit of a change going on there.
We've still got the for lease on it, but we
Yep.
won't sell. We don't lease it. So it's for sale for $525,000, and we're not going to lease it. We're too old. We don't need to deal with that anymore.
You're not too old. Don't you have any kids that want it?
Oh no, definitely not. They all have good jobs or good business that they're running, so they know.
Good for
It's
you.
not.
That must feel
Yeah.
nice.
It is. It is. So
Two
but
of
yeah,
mine,
we've got it for
two of
sale.
mine are still teenagers, so I'm still worried about that kind of thing.
Oh no, we've got our grandkids are all grown and married too. So
Wow.
they so.
Well, Coda,
Anyway,
I don't
we
want
decided
to.
we
I
just-
might buy the building from you, but I want to find out. You know, I've got my 36 locations here in Texas, Arizona, New Mexico. So you said the building is for sale for $525?
Yes.
Okay.
The building's 100 square feet. The lot is over 19,000 square feet, and then there's there's that spare that grass area there. We'd always thought we'd put an ice machine, but it never happened. So that would be something good there. But and it's a good location for anything.
You say
really.
you say
So,
that So the building, there's one suite and it's how many square feet?
2,600.
26. Okay. And now you
Yeah.
understand, I'm in the laundry business. And the last time we talked, you had these folks that had purchased the business rights from your previous tenant for 75 grand, and they never had a lease.
Right. Yeah, they didn't. And we got them out because then they weren't paying the rent. And so
Why would they?
they're out. So, yeah. Right.
No idea how to run the business. 75,000 behind the 8 ball. Did you remove the equipment or did they?
No, they took what worked and they left what didn't work, which was about half of it. And it all had to be removed and hauled to the scrapyard.
Right, scrap.
So
yeah, it was all scrap. None of that equipment is worth a darn.
Right.
And that was nice of you to allow them to even do that, since they didn't have a lease. They had no legal right to any of that.
I know. But anyway, so we're gonna sell it. And I mean, if you're interested,
I am interested.
Okay.
You were careful to leave the infrastructure intact. Yes, it looks like it through the window.
Yeah, everything's there. I mean, it's gonna have to have some work done to it. Because it's the plumb that he did take down the islands. He took the plumbing out and
they cut all the copper out.
Right. Yes.
Okay, so it's not a laundromat anymore. We're looking at environmental impact fees. We're looking at probably 75,000 in copper alone, and that's not including plumbing schematics. Wow. So you allowed this person that didn't own the business rights.
I did after they got out. We were just glad to get them out.
Yeah.
Or didn't have to go through a legal process. And I did file charges on them taking all the stuff, but of course the police didn't do anything about it. So that's that. So yeah, we're just ready to sell it. So you can think about it. If you're interested, let us know.
Coda, I keep telling you that I am interested, so let's get to the nitty gritty. Where did you arrive at that price?
Well, we had been offered more than that, but that's been a few years ago, and so we're just we found out about other things. Yeah, we never. My husband's talking to me.
I can hear him back there. We want to get on a three-way call. Who's that?
Yeah, but anyway, Whataburger was interested for a couple of years, but they never did anything. So,
well, Whataburger would level the building. They're not interested in the building. They're interested in the location.
Right. So anyway, but you can think about it, whatever you want to. I mean, if you're interested, we'd be interested in talking.
Coda, I am interested, and we are talking. That's the thing that I've got. I can write you a check for $525, but I need to understand what I'm getting for that. Whataburger's once being interested is not necessarily. I need to see a bank appraisal. What was the last appraisal you had done?
And had an appraisal on it. It's for sale. If you're interested, you don't need to ask me all the questions. You need to find that stuff for yourself. If you're interested.
Whoa, are we arguing? Are we having an argument? You got a guy on the telephone that can write you $1 million check, and you're trying to hustle me off the telephone? Bitch hung up. Can you believe it? She hung up.
What was that?
Well, anyway,
Crazy.
the world is full of insane, crazy lunatics.
How did she expect somebody
Did you not
to
know
agree
this?
to $500,000?
Did you just learn the world is full of lunatics? Well, anyway,
but then once she said that, once she said that they removed the copper, does that mean that it's?
But
no
hold
longer
on,
any
we
place
have
for us?
a lot of plates spinning right now. Okay.
Mhm.
First of all, I don't think you've ever been on live with me, have you?
It was only with her.
Well, now you're on YouTube. I finally got my Harlem Globetrotter moment on YouTube. People are not,
and now I'm famous.
people aren't going to believe that now you're finally famous. that this is, ladies and gentlemen, I am not, and don't get excited, there's like 10 people on here, right? But I'm not a sports guy. I follow Formula One, but I told KD, Special K, I said, you know what? I got the chills, man. When we first consulted, he tells me, yeah, I've had some good careers. And then he rattles off all these countries he's been to. And I'm thinking, what the hell? What is this guy, the president? Harlem Globetrotter. Been on Sesame Street and all that shit. Anyway, I'm not going to toot your horn anymore. Yeah, this woman is nuts, dude. Nuts. Crazy. You know when your wife's in the other room and you can hear her conversation start to wind down because she's like, yeah, well, anyway. You're like, oh,
right.
That's done. I never said anything but, yes, I am interested. Yes, I am interested. What about a bank? Don't you go asking me all them questions. How dare ye? Where did you arrive at that price? I asked her 2 questions. Where did you arrive at that price? Well, Whataburger had mentioned that they wanted it. Well, for how much? Whataburger doesn't say, hey, we'll give you $5.25. I don't know why they sound like her. Just not, dude, people tend to think, in my experience, that people that own land and businesses and have built some form of empire, that they have a brain in their head. They don't. Many times, they don't. So here we've got a gal. I was going to ask her some more questions. Did you build it? Did you guys build it from scratch, et cetera? But the strange irony here is it's a 2,600 square foot laundromat. When you first found it months ago, it was still fully equipped. And when we spoke to her, she was a bit kinder, and she said, yeah, well, we don't want them in there. There's crackheads in there every day, and there's all but I know they bought it for $75,000 and never approached us and had a lease. Wow. There's another complete knucklehead trying to run a business without a lease. Oh, well, we knew they were going to, we didn't want to go through too much legal hassle. We called the police. What? Our sort of tenant who's been in there for months? I'm astounded that she would hang up the phone on me because I said, where did you arrive at? Are you going to buy a Harley and say, well, there's no blue book on this, so I'll give you $1.2 for it. Yeah, it's got black paint. Love it. Love it. No, we have a blue book. Businesses, people do that. They say, oh, well, it's a laundromat. It's full of equipment. It must be worth $75,000 cash dollars. So they give that to them and lose everything. $75 is a lot of money to a lot of people. That's a lot of money to lose when you don't have it, when your papa just died and left it to you, or when it was everything in your 401k, or when you sell a bunch of stuff to get 75 grand. That's a lot of money. Failure after failure. Now, why, for the cheap seats, are we even involved in the laundry business? Why would we even want to be involved in the laundry business? Why? Because if you do it right from the inception, it's a great business. If you say what I told her, well, this is all junk. My conversation didn't make her want to get rid of the laundry. If they would have left and only taken half of the equipment, like she said, they didn't take half the equipment, the stuff that ran. They took what they could before they got found out. That's the truth. She's lying to me, right? Well, they took half the stuff that worked. That didn't make sense to me at first. It's all junk. The scrap man is the only one going to give you anything for it.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and by the way, and the husband's in the background. Well, he says, who's in charge? Who am I really talking to? This lady's got my dander up now. Come on, Grandma. Well, we're too old to run it. Well, don't you have kids? I'm just messing with her, right? Don't you have kids? Tell her about my kids. Well, anyway, astounding. You want to sell it for $5.25, but only to Whataburger, Burger King, or Taco Bell. Everyone else like us is out. Now, I'll write you a check, lady. Click. A lot to unpack, man. Isn't that funny? Now, the biggest picture is this. They don't think laundromats can be a viable business. They don't. They don't understand it. And I've also read that when you get to be a certain age, certain things are no longer important to you, if you know what I mean, va-va-voom. There's certain things you don't care about anymore. One of them is money. I can't ever imagine being in that position. More or less. The other thing I think I'll always be interested in. And we know what we're talking about. Okay. You want to dial up this other one, or you want to get back to what you're doing?
No, we could try the
All
other
right.
one. It failed.
Smells.
Got some questions for the first one too. Whenever
Smells like money. Have we reached anyone here?
Never.
Okay. Today's your lucky day, KD,
Yes, indeed.
in many ways. Here we go. Dialing up. Stand by. Now I know you already subscribed. Hit the thumb thing. Taking notes.
Your call has been forwarded to an automatic voice message system. 9. You may hang up or press 1 for more options.
Yeah, hey there. This is Danny D'Angelo. I'm calling on some commercial space for lease. Give me a call. Call me back. I'm not a broker. I'm trying to rent the space for my business. My cell phone. The only number you need. Thank you. KD, you want to bullshit with some people or get back to what you were doing? I'll understand.
No, I got a little time. I got a few questions about that first one though for you, if you don't
Okay.
mind. But I
Yeah.
got a few time.
Shoot. What's up?
So she mentioned something about they removed the copper. Does that automatically loses our interest in that space?
Well, first and foremost, she's a loon. All right. I can't speak to your position thinking, I still want it. Right. But she also said, we are not going to lease it, period. We are going to sell the building. So I wouldn't bother calling her back for a good couple of months. And it's going to be in the same position. They're not going to have lost anything. So I'm thinking for you, not for me. I don't care if you've got millions of dollars liquid or nothing. You can run this place. But yeah, it's a big knock when they cut the copper out of the walls because it's no longer a laundromat. The truth is, these landlords aren't going to give you a dime in TI. They're not going to give you any abatement. But here we are. By the way, the sign that was in the glass previous to them even leaving, sorry, we are closed for now, frowny face. You can thank loser crackheads who robbed me for quarters and spare parts. We have no power. None of that's true. They shut down because they didn't have a lease, and now we know the truth. They didn't have a lease, and the landlords didn't want them in there. It's called a straw purchase, right? It's like buying a car from a guy who stole it. You don't know it was stolen, so it's essentially a straw purchase. It's stolen. Accepting stolen property is a crime, but if they truly find out you didn't know, it's a straw purchase. Really bad. I've seen this happen quite a bit, believe it or not. One of my stores was a straw purchase, and the guy gave it to like some homeless dude, and he was in there cutting the copper out. That's what they tend to do. They realize that there's money in that copper. They probably went $5,000, $10,000, $15,000 in copper because it's a laundromat. If you try to pull the copper out of the walls in a dollar store, you might get $20. You know, you go on the roof and rip the air conditioning units apart, maybe 200. But in a laundry, it's thousands because that copper starts with a 2-inch pipe. It snakes throughout the store. Lots of plumbing, especially with the price of metals right now. Gold and silver are at an all-time high. Any other queries?
No, that's it, really.
Okay, let's see what these guys have to say. The louts are on, and here we go. Mac is here, of course. He says, let's get the party started. Mac, come up with a new line. Let's go, says Alex. Landlord needs fix infrastructure. Perhaps, but this particular, it's all about what that landlord wants to do. I shot her down because what? I asked her where she arrived at the price. I think that's fair. Have you had a bank appraisal? Well, all these questions make no sense. Give me a break. Lee, it's hard to reach you on the cell. I don't know what that means. I recently paid for your course. It's pretty decent. Well, thanks, Abe. What a resounding endorsement. You sound like a real highly excitable guy. Okay, at least he didn't say it's poopy. Someone else has smiley faces. Tomorrow's the day, says Mod. Is it all worth Abe? Eric, it is worth it, Abe. It kept me focused. Eric, people don't know. How many stores do you have now, Eric? A lot. Now they're talking among themselves. No way. Hi, Eric. Eric, I've been following Danny for years. Do you now, Abe? That's cool. Do you now? Are you from Minnesota? All right. I'm starting to lose interest in this particular chat. Texted your cell last week, but it's nothing important, you remember. Well, if you text me something and you say it's not important, I'm not going to rush to get back to you. This has been, to me, fairly intriguing and different, but I think, KD, some of the people that are watching this, a lot of this will be a first-time thing for them. But I've had elderly landlords. I've certainly had disinterested landlords. I've had operators who have straw purchased a business for tens of thousands of dollars. 75 grand is nothing to sneeze at. And I've had people that have left the store. Now, your fear is, well, what if I lease it and then they go scorched earth and they cut the copper out of the walls and leave? Well, our LOI starts with, we're only interested because it is a laundromat. We're interested in the infrastructure. If they do remove said infrastructure, we are out. We are no longer interested. I'm not a moron. I've covered these bases many times, and I cover your ass, meaning you, KD, Mac, everybody that's on here, more than I would even my own. I can fly by the seat of my pants, but I'm not going to let you sign a lease and then find out, oh, they took the equipment. We don't want the equipment. It's junk. Every time we tell them that, they say, oh, well, I was going to take it with me. No, you weren't. It's scrap. It's junk. Lee says, the lady sounds like the dude in Coldwater. He said 500 grand. Yeah. Where'd you arrive at that price? Imagine if she said, well, Bank of America appraised it at that value. Oh, all right, good. Congrats. Well, we just thought that's a good round number. We said 525 because we figure you're going to give us 5. Can we make a deal, madam, at 500? Well, yes. All right, Katie, this crowd is dead. God bless you. Take care of your family. I'll talk at you soon.
Hey, Danny, I appreciate you.
You know what? Let's call this woman back in exactly 2 months if nothing has changed. Maybe she'll be in a better mood.
Plan. I'll make a note.
All right, brother. Ciao.
I'll make a note of it, and I'll keep an eye on it too.
Yeah, good.
Right.
Later. These are the absolute real stories in the naked city, ladies and gentlemen. These are the things that are happening. You're watching it unfold live. Give me a comment if you're seeing horse shit from the fake guru, from all the folks that are saying, oh, look at all the money I collected. Dollar bills. It's like $400. My laundry made $17,000 this week. Well, okay, did it? Oh, I meant to say month. Made. Then I paid the water, electric. It's rented space, kids. These businesses exist in rented space. Everyone telling you to rush to buy one is looking to f you up. Yeah, these people did it wrong, but how wrong did they do it? $75,000 without a lease. How's that different from someone that spends $300,000 and assumes a lease without talking to the landlord? This happens again and again and again and again. You're seeing it unfold live. Lee, you and I are working together, bro. We'll make the calls. Appreciate you. The landlord is thinking one thing. The previous operator is thinking another. The new operator is thinking, I'm going to get rich. All I need to do is spend 75 grand. The landlord is thinking, this business is no longer viable for whatever reason. This entire laundromat industry is no longer viable. The previous operator is saying, I'm going to take that 75K and run. And the new operator is the mark. Here we have the con and the mark. Without greed, there is no mark. This greedy person thinks if I can just get my hands on $75,000, I don't know shit about business. I don't know how to lease a space or whether or not I should sign. The fervor in the laundry industry is phenomenal right now. Phenomenal. I'm not going to change what I do or how I do it. I'm not going to look for clickbait. I'm not going to take my course and double or triple the price. I've slowly been changing it, adding to it, making it better for 21 years. Hallelujah. I will not talk anyone out of owning laundromats. It's a phenomenal business, only if you do it right. I will not bullshit you or lie to you. I will not tell you what a typical laundry can earn, because that would be a lie. I'm not going to smear my good name with any of that. If you ever got the impression that I ever bullshitted you, let me know. No. I don't bullshit these landlords or my clients or the internet. Bullshit. Oh, I keep forgetting. The bullshit is in the pudding. It's disgusting. Why do you think this young lady hung up on me? Because I'm not a buyer. She knows damn well. She's looking past me. How dare you ask me all them questions about mathematicals? What a joke. I want each and every one of you to do me a favor. I want you to comment on this video, not in the chat live right now. I want you to comment in the video. As soon as I end this stream, the video will feed as a live video on my feed. Click it. I know I'm asking a lot. Go over there and click it and tell me why you're even paying attention to this channel. There's 35 of you. I want to see 35 comments. Ready, set, kill shot. go.